Hey guys, Oval here and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm working on my peaceful meadow and I'm trying to do like a Mulan cherry blossom build. So I don't really have plans for this build other than I want to use most, if not all, of the Mulan items. Can't really remember what items there are, but I would love to try and use most of them. And another thing that I really want to do is use a lot of the cherry blossom trees. So yeah, I guess we can start with the Mulan fences because I really want to try and kind of hide these ugly walls here. I would like to try and make it a little bit accessible for the little mining nodes, but if I can't make them accessible and cute at the same time, then we're just gonna go with cute. This almost perfectly fits. I think I can move everything down one or two. The only thing is I'm not going to be able to use that. Oh, I can just delete that. Okay, that was silly of me. Yeah, I can definitely just do this. That's kind of cute, I guess. I also really don't know how I want to put the houses, and I think I do want to use the new desert skin just because I think it's really cute. But we do have quite a bit of houses that we need to fit into this build. I would also really like to do the same thing on the other side. I hope this is lined up. I can't really tell, to be honest. I think it's lined up and we still have enough space to kind of walk through. Don't really know what to do on the sides though. Actually, I'm going to double check that this is all lined up because it will really annoy me if I get to the end of the build and it's not lined up. Okay, thank goodness. That is good. That is really good that it's lined up. Okay, perfect. Now, pathing. I think we should decide on pathing that we want to use. The ancient path is one of my favorite ones to use, but I also think that the main street pathing would look really, really cute in this biome too, with all of the different houses and stuff. I think the leaf strewn path could also look really cute because it kind of does match that kind of rustic vibe that some of the buildings have, but at the same time I don't like yeah, I'm not going to use that, but the muddy path is also a good one to use. But if we don't use that as a pathing, we can use that as like little gardens that we can make around the build. Okay, I've decided that I'm going to go with the main street pathing, but I can always kind of change it at a later date. I'm just going to try and do like the main pathing and then I'm going to see how the houses fit around the path. This is kind of backwards and I don't usually do it this way, but I'm going to do it this way just because the peaceful meadow is really hard to make the pathing look cute, and that's kind of my primary focus of this build. I'm actually just going to move all of these out too while I do this so they're not in my way. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll move them up here. I'm so nervous that this isn't going to look good. I'm just hoping that it does look good. Okay, we need to make these even, and this is also really hard to do in this biome, to make these two sides even. I think this will be the closest we'll get, but this other side might not line up because of this pond. Oh, it does. I don't know why I thought it didn't. Oh, it doesn't line up with that. Okay, well, we could probably just pull it to here and not have it fully line up, and that is perfectly fine with me. Now I do want to have some sort of pathway to these, but I think that the garden path stones might look really cute in this area here. I think I might just do something like this. Okay, that's kind of cute. Not really. We still need to figure out pathing around here. But now I'm getting kind of nervous that nothing's going to look good. So I think I'm going to put in my houses now. I think I want to do some sort of like fancy area back here, either using this building or this building here, where we have like a nice like garden entrance or something like that. It might be better if we use this one because then we can kind of make it even. And I know I shouldn't, but I really want to use these here. Mostly because when we're looking from the beach, it's going to look even cuter on the beach too. I don't know if I should do that. I'm going to do it though. And we can still use the garden Mulan walls too on the side. Oh, it does give a big shadow though. That's one thing I didn't think about. It's taking a very long time to... Okay, thank goodness. Okay, yeah, that's really dark. Do we like it though? The thing is we're using all those bamboos kind of like everywhere. And I actually kind of really like it. Like, I think it's really cool. I don't know. I kind of like it. We have this like big tall wall of like bamboos kind of everywhere. It's kind of the vibe. I will see how it looks without the bamboo though. Eh. No, I like the bamboo. Let's just keep the bamboo. I like it. It does create like quite a bit of shadows at the same time. I don't think I really care. It kind of adds to the build, which I like. Okay, so this bit's gonna be have the I don't even know what they're called, but those little garden things. I think they're just called garden. Yeah, garden temple. I really want to do like a garden sort of vibe, like you walk up and it's like that sort of vibe. We also have these garden stones, which actually kind of would be cool if we like layered them here. No, I ran out of the garden stones. No. Okay, maybe it's for the best. Maybe I use them a little bit too much. Now this temple thing here is actually really cool, and maybe it would look really cool on the corner. In saying that though, I do want the build to feel very like symmetrical without, you know, having to be super symmetrical, because it can't be, because they're all different houses. This bit I think should be like a roundabout area back here. I don't know if I like that, but we're gonna keep it just for now, and we'll change it later because it's always gonna look ugly until it's finished. So, oh, it doesn't line up. Perfect. Well, we'll pull this one forward and then add this bit back. That is good. You know what? I think we need to focus on putting in some of the cherry blossoms, and I think Mulan's house could go by herself, because we could do like a cool like training area behind her house. I don't think I want to do a training area in front of her house, because I don't think it's gonna match the vibes that we got going on for the rest of the build. I'm just gonna clean this bit up very, very quickly. Okay, so Mulan's house I think should go here. I would love, looking at this now, if we could do some sort of water feature kind of right at the front. Honestly, probably even here, right when you walk in. I think that could be super gorgeous. What else could we add? I would like that to be more circular. I think I'm going to delete that for now. This house here, I guess we could put it in between those, but then the temple bit looks weird. Where else can we add this? It always seems like we have a lot more room than we actually do, and then you start placing things down and then you realize that you don't actually have that much room. Okay, maybe we switch these and the temple thing can go there, and Mulan and this building could go here, or Mulan can, I don't know. Well, I was thinking maybe we could do Mulan. Oh, the stupid bonds are really driving me insane right now. Maybe we could do something like that. It's just very simple. Put them both back there. I think that'll be fine. Unfortunately, it's not exactly how I'd want to do it. I'd want to put them like here, probably like facing into each other. I guess we could do that. It's not that bad. It is pretty bad though. And this pathing obviously needs to be extended. I just wanted some sort of little like street kind of market looking area. It's kind of what my vibe was going to be for like half of this build. I wanted like a garden area, a street kind of formal kind of area, and also a lot of little like water features and that sort of vibe. But it just doesn't look like we can really do that in this build. I'm gonna keep trying though, because I think we can make it work. It's just gonna take a lot of placing items around and just seeing what works. See, that doesn't look too bad, that there. It just, now it's not going to be symmetrical. I would put that right on the pool if I could, but I can't. Maybe the street could be back here, like this. Like that's kind of a vibe. And we could do like a street like this, maybe like 3 tiles or something. Like something like this. No, yes, okay, that's gonna work. I think that is going to work. Perfect. Now, we kind of did something here where we put the bamboo, and I wouldn't mind continuing that like bamboo sort of vibe around the build too. We have to kind of move these out of the way to do that. Oh, see, the thing is when we do that, it does make way more shadows, and I don't like the shadows, so I'm not going to do that. It's really annoying actually because oh, that's not the front, this is the front. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, I did not know that. Well, we can do that. Put that back. We can try and figure out exactly how to do this like front entrance area. If I could move that back even just a bit. Oh, this stupid temple thing. Maybe we have to swap them, but even this one doesn't fit. Damn it. Okay, I could think we can start focusing on these little areas here, and I really wanted to grab some of our cherry blossom / pinky sort of bushes. I'd also love to use like a little mixture of some cypress trees, obviously the magnolia trees because they're stunning, absolutely stunning. But I would also like to add just our normal kind of plaza bushes and also butterfly flowers that I like to use in like all my builds because I feel like that's really gonna even out all the pink. Maybe we don't use the cypress trees. I'll keep them in there for now, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna go ahead and use them. So I think to start we should probably try and do something a little bit cohesive and not necessarily like the same on each side, but something kind of similar. I think that I like the vibes of this though. I do want to keep the little water features very like square, I think. We also do have rocks and stuff that we can always place down afterwards. Wait, that doesn't line up. Or does it? I think it does. Yeah, it does. Actually, looking at these magnolia bushes, I don't like them. Maybe I'll put them there and I can add them right at the end if we figure out exactly where all of our other stuff is going. But yeah, I want this to all be even. We have those beautiful little rocks. I think they're just called, no, they're not those rocks. They're these Dazzle Beach rocks. I absolutely love these. I think they're really, really cute. And we can add quite a bit of these in. We almost need some sort of water feature, like a waterfall or something like that. But then at the same time, it kind of does close everything off, and I'm not sure if we want to close everything off, but I could always put them there and we can try and use them later on. Oh yes, little water lilies, of course we need to use those. Okay, the last little rocky thing I want to bring out is my Dazzle Beach rock clusters and also these small Dazzle Beach rocks, but actually looking at them I might just use the Peaceful Meadow ones instead, and we can kind of start doing it the little border of this. Okay, I did that and this is how it looks, and I don't like the butterfly flowers in them, and I also feel like it's not pink enough because this is meant to be like a beautiful cherry blossom build, but it's not really going that way like I anticipated just of yet. I might look at some more Mulan items because we do have like these which are very, very gorgeous. I don't know, the cherry blossom vibe is not translating well into this build. I also feel like it looks very, very dark for some reason. I don't think it should be dark at this time of day. We have these which are gorgeous. I really like these. You know what, it could be these bushes that are throwing me off because they're so bright. Well, they're not bright, they're meant to be bright, but they're not. Isn't that better? That's better. I think that's better. It's a bit simpler, just using a little bit less foliage. And yeah, I really like it. I might try and do the trees a little bit differently on both sides. Mostly because I have to, because it's not an even amount of spacing. How does that look? I don't like it. I'm really trying here. I swear I'm trying. This, no, let's move those. Surely we can get a big bush. No, we can't. Can we put it on the corner? Kind of. There's something about it that's just not sitting right with me, and I think it's the trees, but I don't know what other trees we should be using in this build. I don't know. It's meant to be like a beautiful cherry blossom build, but it's not going that way, is it? Okay, I think I might try and incorporate these little garden things, these garden temples. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're deleting this or moving this, and we can figure out how to place it back later on, but it's really getting on my nerves, so I'm deleting it. I think these could be cute, like actually in the build. Because I'm pretty sure I was going to say you can put them inside, and that looks really cute. Wait, that actually looks pretty cute. Like this. Ooh, yeah, see, I like that. And then maybe we could do something more, maybe like Mulan jungle instead of cherry blossom, but we can try and have some like cherry blossom parts in like another area of the build. I just don't think it's going to look good in this entrance way. That's pretty cute though. Maybe we should try and do like that back waterfall area and see how that looks, because I think that's going to add a lot more depth into the build too. I was thinking of just kind of lining up two of these just like that. Do we? Oh, we do have that Mulan arch, which could look really cute. Mulan, where is Mulan? I always lose it. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, so we have these camp bridges too, as well as the garden benches. Okay, let's add those in before we forget. What else do we have? Oh yes, this arch. I wasn't even thinking about that arch. I was thinking about that wooden arch that we have, the training camp, whatever that is, which I actually really like. Maybe we could put one here. Don't think I love that, but I really want to add it somewhere, because we could put like two trees like this and then have it in front of the trees. I think that would look really cute. Like this. Is that cute? I don't even know if that's cute or not. Oh, no! Oh, I have the worst luck with this. Okay, well, at least I know that I hate it, so I'm going to delete it. Well, I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to put it over here. I'm just going to go back and look at Mulan items and just kind of place things down and see what fits and see what doesn't. I think for now, at least we can make this little arch thing work at the back here and get the little water features back, because I really do like this little bit that we did here. Could even kind of stagger them like this, which could be quite cute. I don't know, I really like the depth that that gives. I think it's quite cool. And then we could do like trees at the back here. We also have these stone lanterns too, so I'm definitely going to try and add as many of those into the build as possible. Mostly on the corners here would be very, very cute. And looking at this build, I feel like the little mossy stone walls would look really, really cute in this build. Especially like this area here that we want to fence off and just put foliage. So I'm going to do that very quickly. Yeah, that's cute. But I have no idea what trees we should add. Maybe two of these trees in the front here, because we're already using them there. And that looks kind of cool. And then we could just do, maybe we could put the mossy walls here too. Or is that funny looking? I actually have no idea. Let me see. That looks weird, doesn't it? I think it does. A little bit weird. I don't know. Yeah, the lights look kind of funny. Oh, I forgot about all the training stuff that we have. So maybe if we don't use that big building, it's fine, because this middle bit, we could do like all of the little training tents and that sort of vibe. I think that'd be so, so, so cute, because I really don't have like not used those bits and pieces a lot in my builds. I don't really use them that much. I don't think I've really used them at all, so it'd be quite a cool thing to add. These also might look really cool like this, except it won't really function, like you can't walk over them, which is really, really annoying. But I still feel like we could do something cool with them, especially because we can put them underneath those and then underneath these too. Wait, yeah, this could look really cool. Something like that, except these don't line up, but it's fine. I'm just going to tell myself that it's fine. Because we can use these and it kind of blocks off, but you can still walk over them, which is really good. We don't really need to do too much. Oh no! Okay, we can't fit any bits of things there. We're gonna have to move everything back one, just so we can put bushes here to cover it. Oh no, actually we don't have to do that. We can just use stones. It's perfectly fine, and actually probably works better. No, we can't. Well, we kind of can. We can do this. Do I like that? I don't know if I do. I didn't like that, but I think we could put like a crate there would fit perfectly. Yeah, it does. So I guess we could put like a crate on each side of this. Well, I guess this one could have a rock too. Do you know what? We're using all of these like these sorts of trees, but I actually feel like the bamboo ones would look better. I mean, I think we did get them with the Mulan update, didn't we? Maybe I'm wrong there, but I feel like it's more the vibe, and we're using them on the corners anyway, the edges, sorry, not the corners. So I feel like if we swap those and we use those, that will be way better for us. Oh yes, I like that so much more. That's very cute. Now this part here, we kind of, oh, I'm gonna keep that actually, that little rocky bit. We kind of want to block this whole side off and this side off because we want to do like a different build, and I don't want it to I don't want them to touch. Is that weird? I want them to be separated. So I think this is going to be our best option to do that. Just kind of adding these little walls in on the side. I might also just cover the middle bit with a proper bit, and I don't think that would look too weird if we put these on the corners too. The only thing is we can't put them on those corners because we ran out of space. But we could put little these things on the corners. I really need to stop raining so I can see the build without it raining, but overall it's not looking too bad. I know it's super random, but I really wanted to add these hammocks in there. Look at how cute they look. They look kind of weird, but at the same time kind of cool. I'm still waiting for the rain to stop, so in the meantime I'm just kind of going through items and just finding things that could look cute. I haven't really placed much down, but more just getting an idea so we can continue with this build very fast when it stops raining. Oh, I wonder if these and the Mulan walls work good together, or maybe they don't work good together, but it'd be really cool if they did. They definitely don't look that cute together. I thought they might, but they don't. But we could maybe use them in like another area because they have kind of similar vibes, just not the exact same vibes. Yeah, I wish I was joking when I said that it's literally been raining for 20 minutes, but it genuinely has. So I've just kind of started doing a little bit of building, nothing too crazy, just little details like these little flower boxes. And I'm thinking of doing this little kind of fence behind. I don't really know. I feel like it gives a little bit extra detail. We can always delete it later. It doesn't need to stay like this. But I thought just for now, it's kind of cool to have the arches with the foliage underneath, but also have it blocked off from the other areas of the build. And yeah, I'm kind of liking it so far. I just really needed to stop raining. This bit here, I really want to incorporate this little arch, which we haven't been able to incorporate yet, which is really annoying. It's kind of a weird little thing. It'd be really cool to have here, but I just feel like it blocks off everything a little bit too much. I mean, it is kind of cool, but then we don't get that kind of be the centerpiece anymore. One thing I was looking at doing, just realize it, this is all uneven. No, this is even now, like that. Oh, that's not very good. Well, I was thinking of kind of deleting a lot of the pathing in there anyway and putting in more like of the ferns and that sort of stuff, because I really like the overgrown kind of vibes, and I feel like we just get that a little bit more when we do stuff like this. I also added in a couple of these and also a couple of the cactuses, not a lot, just a little bit here and there, because I really like the look of those. I guess, yeah, just a couple of cactuses like this would be super, super cute. And I also added in these little cactuses here. Let me just see how that looks. See, I like that. A little bit more overgrown. I like it a lot. I like the cactuses in this build. I think they're really cute. And 10 minutes later, and it is still raining. So I'm just going to start working on how I want my little Mulan camp to be laid out. And I think mainly what I want to focus on is these tents. We do have other types of tents, and I think that black ones would look really good. I'm not sure if we have red tents. I was thinking like maybe like a black tent and these little trainee tents too. Actually, those are really cute. I'm kind of sad that we don't get to use this big building. I'm actually kind of upset about it. Maybe we can though, and we can put it back here, and we could just have it very kind of squished in that area. I don't know. We'll figure it out, I think. But yeah, for now, I really want to work on this training area. I would actually love to do stepping stones to all of the different parts. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of room or a lot of stepping stones. I might have to create or buy some more. Oh yeah, you just buy them. You don't actually craft them. No, yeah, we'll go get some then. That'll be perfect. Still raining. Great. I can't believe how much it's been raining in my valley recently. It's absolutely ridiculous. As soon as I press record, I swear it starts raining and it doesn't stop. You would think that the rain would be like, you know, like 10 minutes. Oh, that wasn't what I was meant to be doing. Okay, whatever. No, I don't have something to give you. I need to order items. I'm stressing now. I was laughed at for buying like 400 of these and I used them all, which is absolutely insane. So I'm going to buy so many more because I literally always run out of these. I use them way too often. And I think it's because when you use them, you tend to use a lot of them in that same biome instead of just using some. I'm still going. I've been holding this button for so long. Okay, I'm going to do 400. That's my goal. 400. Okay, 401. Perfect. Now I am not going to run out of them until maybe a couple of weeks, and then I'll probably be out of them again. Okay, I just need to remove this little thing right here. I'm actually really excited for this build. I think it's going to look so cute, and I'm really glad that we have little separate areas for all the different little things. I think we'll just come in like this. I don't know if I'll keep that bit there. We might. Actually, it's probably a good spot for it. Could do like a campfire and that sort of stuff, and then kind of wind the path back to this little tent. Could be cute. Something like that. And we could always connect them later too. Yeah, I think I like that. It's very simple. I'm going to look back through my Mulan items to see what other items we have to add. I guess a lot of these like tool kind of vibe things. This would actually be cool to do. Wait. I've been wanting to use the little gate. I don't know where it went. I must have accidentally deleted it. Where the heck is it? Oh, this thing here. This little training gate. It would be kind of cool to do like some sort of like piece where we have something like this, make it look really fancy, something super cool. Oh, we have like these training kilns too. Yeah, we're definitely going to use all of this sort of stuff. Oh, the kites. We also have things like the strategic map and the gong. We do actually have a lot of things. Oh, the training dummies. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to use like all of this stuff because there's nowhere else that I'm going to use most of it. Even things like the haystack. I'll use it somewhere. I'm not sure where or how, but I will be using it. All of this stuff. And we could even put the training camp fence on this back wall since it's kind of ugly. We'll try and do something with that. And maybe even do like a kitchen. We could do the kitchen in front of that thing. Okay, this looks really ugly, but it's going to look cute once we're done. And it's still raining. I can't even make this up. No, this is crazy. In between a lot of this, I have been making a tea, grabbing a snack. waiting, going on my phone. Still raining. I really hate recording when it's raining, but sometimes I just have to. Okay, well, anyways, we can do this a little bit. At least it's not like thunderstorming. It's pretty okay. I would love to grab more of these. I just think that these make a really good like a corner, like something, it just really blocks it off so nicely. I really like that actually. For this back bit, maybe we should kind of connect. Can we? Oh yeah, we can add that in there. Maybe we should connect this to the back there, but we would have to move this over. I don't think I mind that though. We'll move it over and then we can have like a bigger kind of area here where it's connected. I think that's kind of cute. Just like that. Yeah, I actually really like that. Now we have all of these things like the kiln and stuff. And I was thinking maybe we could do like an area back here with the kiln. Put some of the foliage back here. Maybe even like one of these. All of this sort of stuff to kind of clutter it up back here. I just really want it to feel like super overgrown, like a jungle without having to use the jungle trees. See, I like this bit. It's quite cool. Like, this bit's quite ugly though. And there's that random seam from this. So I'm going to have to move that forward. Or I guess move this one forward. Like that. Is there a seam still? No. Perfect. But I would still like to put some foliage on the sides of these so we don't see it as much. Maybe not that one. Do we have a smaller bush? I guess we have this. Just fine. And we could probably use like a plaza fern right here. Can you see that? You can still see it. It's still kind of ugly, but it's fine. Now I want to have some sort of weapons area. And I was thinking maybe in this corner here, we could do like the strategic table thing, that thing. Oh, I guess we need to have somewhere where they can like train. Could I have like a strategy area here and then like a training area here? That could be kind of cool. Like this. So you like walk through that behind here and then we have like a couple of dummies or something. But the thing is we don't have that much room. Maybe we could put a dummy like there and then like 2 dummies here. That's not bad, is it? Is that too squishy? It is kind of squishy, isn't it? Maybe we need a little bit more room. I guess we could move it back a little bit. Move everything back. But the dummies will still be there. Maybe we just use one dummy just here. I think we should do some sort of pathing underneath there, but I'm not too worried about that yet. I'm going to grab a crate though, so we can put some little decorations on top. Mostly this like stone thing. We have an anvil. That's kind of cool. Oh, and these things. Okay, well, we have to add those. Maybe we just do it like that. That's fine, right? Right? Yeah, it's probably fine. Can it do one of these again to kind of like close it off? Some ferns, maybe some rocks instead through here. The only thing is it's not like as nice because we have like 2 separate pathways there, which probably isn't the best. Maybe we won't do that, but we could probably do like some sort of rug. Oh, actually I accidentally pulled that out, but that's not too bad. No, I didn't like that. Maybe the orange one. It's so tiny, the little orange rug. Look at how tiny that is. That's actually so tiny. It's so cute. Now I don't like this bit as much. Oh, well, maybe, okay. We're going to delete that. And I'm going to move all of this training stuff back here. Because I think it's worth it to have like a big, nice training area. Because we do have a lot of different training items. I don't know, I just think it's worth it. That way we can kind of utilize everything a little bit better. Maybe this should all move. I was thinking something like this. Can have 2 of the dummies like this. I guess we could use 3 now that we have the space. Or we could put them here. But I would like to put trees on the side. Like this. 3 little training things, this little bow thing, and then the little anvil. It's kind of cute, but then we still don't have room to put trees back there. Maybe we should use these trees that we were using, but then at the same time I don't really like the shadow. I don't know, it's really a toss-up, isn't it? Because I feel like it does look better with the bamboo, but then at the same time I don't want it to feel too enclosed. I kind of like it though. It's not raining, and I think it looks so much better that it's not raining. I need to go check how that middle bit looks, because this is kind of the main area that we want to look good. Okay, I don't think it looks amazing, but we still can put more decor. I feel like it does look quite empty, especially in this front area here, but overall I think it's looking quite good. We also have this like back area here that has really nothing, and it kind of is throwing me off when I look into that corner there and there's nothing there. But otherwise, I really like it, I think. I think it's coming together slowly but surely. I'm going to continue work on this area here. I think I'll just put the incense kind of on the table. Why not? This bit, I think now that we don't have anything there, it can just be like foliage, because I feel like that just looks a little bit nicer. And I think that haystack I'll put here. I think we do have actually like other bits of hay. I think, no, what would be called? Like a bale, maybe? Bale? A hay bale. Okay, I don't really know what it's called. But yeah, I like this. It's just, there's a lot of shadow. So maybe it would be better if we did something like this. It's a little bit less shadow, but not as nice, I don't think. I do like the bamboo quite a bit more. How do we like that? No, I think we go and we do the bamboo, because I do like the look of it. I wish we had a slightly shorter bamboo, like half the size of this. I think that would look really good. Actually, I guess we have this shorter bamboo here, but it doesn't really like stack like that other one does. It does have like quite a bit of gapping in it. I might try and do that and just see how it looks. Okay, it looks really funny, honestly, and I don't think I like it. But it was worth it, I think, just to see how it looks. But yeah, it doesn't really, like, you can't put them that close together. I guess you can, kind of. They just still have that gap in them, like that. Oh, wait. I actually kind of like that. Wait, I think I'm going to go with that. It is kind of weird looking, but at the bottom we could do some like smaller kind of foliage, and I think that would cover a lot of the gaps too. I was thinking of even adding in some of these little foliage bits too, because they're a little bit taller, so they might take up a little bit more room and hide some of those gaps. And then, oh, even these could be really cute. Just a couple of them kind of here and there. Then obviously some ferns will be perfect in this build. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, you can't really fit a lot of them, but some of them will be cute. And then cactus are very tall and fill in those gaps quite a lot. We also have some other sort of cactuses, like we have these ones here, which I kind of like. I don't think that they're the best though. Just like this. How does that look? Please look good. Okay, I don't mind it. Do I love it? No. Damn it. It's only because I hate looking in the shadows in this game. I absolutely hate it. I think it's really, really ugly. But then when you try and... I also hate looking over into other biomes. It's like a constant battle with myself, isn't it? Okay, I think bamboo fencing would look really nice. So I'm going to try and add that. I think if we could scooch everything a little bit more in, that'd be perfect. Because I don't really like how things are kind of sticking out now. I'd rather it just be kind of really tucked away in there. This, come on. Go all the way down. And then move all of this. And I've moved this stuff like 10 times by now. We could actually almost just do this and extend this way. And I think that might look cool. Just to have like a continuation of that little farmy sort of foliage area. Well, I guess It's not a farm area, but you know what I mean. Okay, I like that. And since we put that bamboo wall, it kind of pushes everything forward quite a bit too. So not everything's like fully in the shadow anymore. Now I feel like we need some sort of rug or something underneath that table. I think this could look cool. This red rug, because we're using that orange rug in that other little area. And actually, I'd love to put some sort of foliage bit right in the corner there, so I don't have to see that like seam. Okay, something like that. Maybe we switch these to just two. Have that can stay there. The sandbags, I don't really know about. I don't really use them that often because I don't really like the way that they look. But this will be the training bit, which is actually probably smaller than how we had it originally. And we moved it over here so we could have more room, but we do not have any more room. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. We'll just put maybe some dummies just around the place like this. That's probably good. Overall, I think it's quite cute. Don't like the shadow, but I like the bamboo kind of structure there. I think it's cool. We need some food, and I think for this area I'm going to do a lot of small meadow grass because I want this area to be very open. Where is the meadow grass? Right here. I think we have a couple different sizes of meadow grass. Yeah, this small one is very, very nice. So I'm just going to place these kind of around to keep it very open. And I think for foliage, I'm going to just do some very simple ferns, butterfly flowers, and maybe some cactus flowers later on. We can add those in too. Oh, we could also use some of the tropical ferns. I've been using them a little bit more recently because I think that they're quite cute and I like the way that they look on the ground. They don't take up much space either. But yeah, I really want to leave space for some butterfly flowers. I'll grab those out now. Please look cute, butterfly flowers. They should look cute. I wish that they were red. That'd be so cool. Red or orange butterfly flowers. Oh, that would be amazing. This can probably have a little bush too. Like this. I actually really like that. I think it's finally looking cute. Oh, I like that. Oh, I forgot about the dragon little thing. Maybe we could just do a little like dragon thing in front of this water. Just be a cute little feature maybe. Oh no. Okay, maybe we could just make it his body like a little bit funny looking. His body can be a little bit bent. It's still cute. Oh, that's really ugly looking at it like that. Wait, now I don't look like that bamboo wall. Wait, no. I can't do this to myself. I really can't. I can't keep going back and forth, but I don't like it anymore. That's with the bigger bamboo wall. And it's better. So I'm going with it. The only thing that's not better is we have these like big bits in here that need these to be placed. And that kind of fills it out a little bit. It's just the lighting that really bugs me. Other than that, I like the build. Okay, so I just realized for this area that it's going to be a little bit hard to kind of navigate through this way. So I was thinking of turning this just like this. Maybe even putting it on an angle. Actually, never mind. We'll do it like this. I think, honestly, I might do some tropical wood flooring up to here. The only thing is it's not going to line up very well. So that's actually kind of difficult. I might put it in the middle, do a tropical wood pathing like this and like that, and I think that will work perfectly. I think I'm just going to do as many of these as possible. Luckily I have a lot, so we don't have to worry about that. And I'm just going to pull it along this way. Unfortunately, it's not going to line up with this area that we built here. So I think to combat that, I just won't pull it all the way over. So we can kind of just ignore that bit. This part here, I don't think I want to put these, but I might put like little ones like this and like this. I don't know. I don't know how much I want to decorate this area. It might be cool actually though to have more of these little things here. Those are kind of cool. And maybe here we could add in the pink trees that we didn't get to add. Or even some like yellow or red trees would look kind of cool. Maybe not. but I think that the pink trees might look cute. You know what? I'm just not vibing with the pink trees. There's something about them. I have been trying to use them, but I just can't. I really thought this would be like a beautiful cherry blossom build, but it's just not turning out that way, unfortunately. I think though I will try and put quite a bit of these trees and do something kind of similar to this. I want this to be very kind of open. I don't want it to feel too closed off. I don't want too many bushes around the place. Just very simple. Okay, I placed a little bit of foliage, not too much because I don't want to place too much, but this is kind of how it's looking. And I actually really like it. I like this kind of view here. I think it's really cool. I think I'm going to extend the bamboo fence that we put on the other bit and kind of put it here because I feel like that's going to look good and kind of just gives a little bit more like dimension and something to look at instead of it just being like this long kind of white wall. And then this bit over here, because we did do the other side, so I want it to feel very cohesive, not cohesive. Cohesive, just like this. I guess I'll have to delete that little thing, but that's fine. Yeah, I do really like that. I think that's really cute. Now, for some items to add, I really do not know what items to add. I guess we could start by putting some of these kind of bushes. I like the jungle kind of vibes in this area. I think it's really cute. Ooh, honestly, these could look kind of cool. I haven't used these in a while. I usually only use them in like very core builds, but I don't think they would look too bad if we just had a couple in this build too. Ooh, and maybe some of these peaceful meadow little rock clusters because they do take up quite a bit of room. I guess we can't put too many, but we could put like 2 like that. How does this look? Kind of cute. I feel like we need a little bit more like oomph into this build though. I hate this bit. Let's just ignore this little bit over here. I just realized that we have these like beautiful lanterns somewhere. I don't know where, but I know that we have some sort of lantern. The red panda lanterns. Yes, we're definitely going to use some of these. Yes, I knew we were missing something. This is perfect to use here. Could even put some like of these. No, let's not do that. Maybe we could put this like in the corner or something. Or maybe we could put it all the way in the back because I don't really like the look of it. But I do want it in this biome so I don't forget about it. Okay, yeah, I love these little lanterns. I think they're gorgeous. I might also put them at the front of the house too. Okay, now we have some more items too. We have like pillars, which I don't really care about using the pillars, but in saying that, wait, I really like the look of that. I think that's really cool. Maybe we could do some of like these pillars like this. Isn't that kind of cool? We could do the same thing on this side, except this side would go all the way across. How much gap? No gap. Yeah, we could definitely do this. It's very intriguing, isn't it? I guess that doesn't really line up. Does that line up? I actually don't think it does. I think that lines up perfectly. Well, it does look a little bit funny, so maybe we could delete these right here and we could put something in front of that so it feels like it's the same on both sides. We could even put like a little counter and we could do like some sort of little, like I'm just pretending that like maybe someone would come buy some items off of this and just line it up like this. I think that's cute. So we have like 2 little stalls on each side. Oh, the gazebo. Wait, the gazebo's so cute. Do you think we could use that? Like, I guess we could. It might look a little bit funny, though. We'd have to do like that. Is that cute or is that ugly? I have no idea. Can we, like, move it back? Like this? That's even, but is it nice to get through that? Or is it kind of annoying? I don't really like the look of it. I wish I did, because I think it's quite cool. But it doesn't... Yeah, I don't really like the vibes. Now it makes me want to put these like red, whatever these are called. Don't even know what they're called. These red things, I kind of want to put them everywhere, but I know I shouldn't. And they don't really look that good unless they're kind of like next to these. But I feel like they're such a cool detail, so I would love to kind of place them in where I can. I really can't like fit them in anywhere, can I? It's kind of sucky. Like this would be so cool if we could like line every single one of those, but we can't, so I think I'm just gonna have to not do that. It'd be kind of cool though if we had the dragon stuff like here and it like lined this. We would have to delete the lanterns though. But this would be kind of cool. Kind of like a cool border. I only have 20 of these, unfortunately, but I like that. Oh, I like that actually. It's cute. That fern does not fit and neither does that. Can we put another fern there? I guess we can. It just has to go more on the water. That's cool. No, 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 no. Please. Oh, game. Why me? I swear I have the worst darn luck. Okay, wow. Well, I guess we can still work on this bit here. I really want to add lots of the lanterns in, so I'm going to leave those out. And I guess we'll just start placing some foliage here. Don't care too much about how it looks. I just want it to look natural, like always. So I'm probably just going to put like the same sort of items kind of all around here. Okay, I kind of like that. I think it's cute. We could add like some more of the dragon sort of stuff, especially right here. And I think that's kind of cute. I wish it wasn't raining. I kind of like it. I don't know, it's not the best. I might try and add these lanterns in now. I would love to line this path especially, just like this. Because I just love how it looks at night. I just think it looks so special. So I'll do this. Is that even? I think that's even. Oh, that's not even, but it's fine. It doesn't need to be even. It's kind of cool. I like it. This bit back here needs a lot of work. I would love to add some like clutter to the tables. Mostly like a lantern on the tables. That sort of vibe. I feel like here we need a lot of lanterns too. Like I said, I really want it to be like lit up when it's nighttime. I guess these bits in here too, we could do the rocky road thing to the back here. There's going to be nothing behind there. I'm not going to worry about putting decorations in because, yeah, there's nothing I really want to put there. But I do want to put a couple of the barrel tables, especially over here. I think will be really nice. I'm not really sure what we're going to put on top of the tables, but I just think this little seating area will look quite cute. I want to find here some of the beach grass. Sorry, the meadow grass, not the beach grass. And we can add a couple of these little pieces in and also on this little bit of the build. Okay, I've been going kind of ham with my foliage placement, but I feel like it's kind of good because I just want this to be very overgrown. And I feel like we're kind of getting to that point where it's finally feeling like it's almost finished, not really finished. We still have all of that to do. This has been a very long build. Super, super, super long. Maybe we could add a little bit more trees too. I would absolutely love for it to stop raining, but I'm not going to wait for it to stop raining again because that took way too long last time. Okay, I guess we could start with this little street area. And I did talk about trying to incorporate this, which I guess we could still try and do. Like, there's no point in not trying. I would love to kind of put some muddy pathing underneath that. We can actually fit both of these like this. Like facing this way. And then we don't even have to worry about this pathing here. We can just kind of cut it off. It's not going to line up though. Maybe if we switch the houses around, actually, we could line it up. So if we put the pink house on this side and then the other house on the other side, that would line up. Just like this. Let me put this one in first. I want some sort of gap in between. I think that's enough. Is that good enough? I guess it is. It will have to be. We don't have that much room. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Muddy pathing underneath I think is going to be the go. Because why not? I think that it will just give like a nice edging around the houses. Ooh, see, I like that. That one's not even, so I'm going to have to change it. But I actually really like that. That I can't do all the way. I like this though. That's cute. Okay, and then just to make this one even, I think if I just move it one over, yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. And I might move this one back too. There's no point having it so far forward because we can put some decorations and stuff in the front there. When I look at this build this way, I feel like there just needs to be some sort of separation in between these two areas, and the only way I can think of doing that is by doing like a tree kind of border, which I've been doing quite a lot recently, but I think it's because it looks quite good. Well, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it, but I think we'll have to delete the dragon, which is kind of unfortunate, but kind of worth it. And then we can kind of line trees up this edge here, and I won't do too many on that side. But see, that already like has like a better clear definition of like both sides, because I don't want the training, whatever it's called, training layer, whatever, not training layer, the training ground place thing to be incorporated in this kind of more city like build. Well, it was meant to be a city build, but we don't have enough room, but that's fine. I think this like pale wood fencing too kind of blocks it off quite a bit, which I absolutely love. Gives like a really nice separation of both areas. Oh yeah, I like that. That's nice. This bit here is kind of awkward because we don't have like a separation. Maybe we could, I guess we could just cut this bit off. We could move these over a little bit and then continue separating like in here. That would actually work. We just put one there and then maybe like one back here, and then we can continue that little fence that we're making just like that. Super simple, but it does work. And then line this bit up more in the center of the build instead of, it's kind of lopsided at the moment, but if we just move it maybe one over or two might actually be better. Two over, yeah. And then we put more foliage on the other side of it. Just like this, and we can grab some foliage. Hopefully this looks good. I don't know if it's gonna look good. We might have to do a lot of adjusting later on to really make it look good. But we can put some like lanterns and make it feel like really pretty and like it's meant to be there. It's meant to be part of that build, but it's just not, so we'll do that. That's probably fine. Okay, and then you walk down here and we have this thing, which I really need to turn that mailbox off. Can I get in there? Yeah, we'll turn the mailbox off, and then we don't have a lot of room. I just realized too that Mickey is still following us. Bye. Goodbye. See you later. Can I get out? No. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I'm actually stuck. Like I'm genuinely stuck. Can I please leave? Oh my, that actually was giving me like a lot of panic. Okay, can I move this back anymore? I can. Okay, the more room we have here, the happier I'm gonna be. I just need a lot of room. This is really annoying because it doesn't line up, but we just have to deal with it. Guess we could just block off that back area. We don't really need access to it. It'd be better if we could block it off like right at the back. Like here. That would be better. The only thing is this corner piece. Oh no, we can put the corner piece like that. That's kind of perfect. It's so, I know, there's not enough room, is there? It's actually really annoying, but there's nothing we can really do. So we'll just have to make use of what we have. And I think, honestly, I might want to use some jungle trees. I was trying to steer away from using these, but I think it might be cool to have a little bit of like more color, especially in this back area. And it is kind of like a weird area anyways, so it might be cool. Might do like a little small one right here. Like you kind of walk in and it's like a very like enclosed, more like jungle kind of vibe. It does look so weird. Oh, okay. And then foliage in this area will be like really dark foliage. So like all of the Forestvella kind of stuff. Where's the Forestvella bushes? Have I not been using those? I thought I had been using them for some reason. Anyways, they're here now, so I can kind of plop these in a couple different areas. We'll use obviously the Forestvella, these things. I think the perfect thing to add too would be down this way to do like a row of lanterns and really make it like super fancy. I think that's kind of cute. Ooh, gives like a good detail in like an area where we can't really have that much decoration. So I'm kind of vibing with it. Oops, move that there. It also will look really good at night, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then I think we could add some things like the tables and stuff that we used over here, and we can put them in front of this little area, but maybe like on the actual pathing itself. That could be quite cute. Oh, it stopped raining. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I really wanted to add some more jungle kind of vibe in here because we use the jungle trees. And I honestly really like the look of them back there. So I'm going to try and add like a couple of jungle trees into the build. Oh, please. Gonna have to move all of this over, but it's going to be worth it. Can I please fit that in? No. Okay, amazing. Perfect. Just what I needed. Okay, I like that, but does this kind of strip work well? You know what? It kind of does and it doesn't. Like, I kind of find it ugly, but then at the same time, I kind of find it cool because it's two very separate areas. Now, I do really want to grab some items to put on all the tables, but overall, I'm actually really enjoying this build. I think it looks really pretty now that it's kind of lit up. I might, I might swap these, honestly, and we could put like a little jungle tree. Oopsies, that was an accident. But I was gonna say we could put like some little jungle trees in the corner here. Can I put those? Yeah, I can. Because I might just like the look of those a little bit better. No. No, I do not. I do not like the look of those a little bit better. I wish I did, but I don't. But I just don't want to use the bamboo so much. And we've already used them a lot. So it just might be better to kind of swap some of the bamboo out for some other types of trees. And I feel like this is a good one. And then grabbing these. I don't know. The Forestvella ones do kind of like look very good, I think. Is that better? No. It's really not better, is it? Do we have some sort of like column? I'm sure we would have some sort of, like we have the marble columns. But I don't think that would look good. Do you know what? Okay, I don't really want to do this because I have to like change up a lot of the build. But what if these instead were like facing this way? Like, so they were kind of the centerpiece. Can you walk over those though? That's the one thing. I don't even like that. Okay, what if they faced this way, but they were more on the pathing? So they were like this and this. And then in these corners, that's where we had jungle trees. Sorry, I'm like half deleting bits of the build because I like that. That looks really cool. We just need to get back here and delete this little bit here. I like that. Then we just need to put... No. Why do you do this to me, game? Okay, perfect. And then can I fit one of those? No, I'll move it one in and then we can fit you. Do I like that more? Can I please get out? Claustrophobic. Okay. I think we just ruined it. It's getting to that point where I've spent way too long on this build that nothing's working anymore. Okay, let's try and face those in. Ah, no. How did I? Okay, just like that. See, I like it and then I look at it and then I don't like it and then I like it, look at it, don't like it. It's just a constant struggle. It's like we just need height in the build, but we don't have that much. Well, we do. Maybe too much, honestly. Do you know what? I think it's fine. Looks kind of crazy. Very, very crazy. Oh, I changed the bamboo to those like tall, skinny trees, and I really, really like that a lot better. And I think one thing that I might do is this is a very gorgeous well, but I might change it to the default well because it, I don't know. I'm like really back and forth on that, whether to change it to the default one or keep it as that. We don't have anywhere else that we can put the well that would make sense apart from that area, so I guess we could put it back here, but then it would be kind of useless because we could try and put like a fountain, which would maybe look way better than what we're doing now. Oh my, don't do that. Maybe it's the fountain that's ugly. What if we used like a small one that's also ugly? Ooh, this fountain's really cool, but I don't know how we're gonna like decorate around it. I guess we could just do something like this. Can I get some Forest Ovella bushes? Ooh, wait. She's kind of cute. And then we could get some other bushes. Do we have other bushes? Surely we do. Maybe like these. I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Let me see. No, that's way better. That is way better. I like that so much better. Okay. Wow. Don't think I'm done with this build, and I'm definitely not happy with this build. But I've now been working on this build for about 4 hours, which sounds so crazy. I don't look at that. I hate that. I'm trying to do like a full biome in one video. It's honestly really hard. It takes a lot of time. And I don't think I have like the brain capacity to sit here and do that. Streaming's a little bit different because you get feedback while you're doing it, you know. I really wanted to finish this build, but I really can't. And I think the more I do it, the more I hate it. So I think I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm so sorry that this is not the best build. I really do hope to fix this in the future. Or maybe we can kind of try again now that we kind of have the vibe of what we're trying to go for. We just need to figure out kind of how to do it, maybe a little bit of reorganization and putting things in better spots. I might try and do like a take 2 on this build in the very near future, because I have an idea in my head, it just did not come to fruition, which is very unfortunate. But I like parts of the build. Like I really like this build here. This is my favorite part. I think it's really cool. I'd love to kind of flesh this out a little bit more, maybe do like a bigger build and like really focus on this area. This bit here, let's not talk about that, but I have an idea in my head, it just doesn't look good. Okay. And this bit here we just honestly didn't really get to, but yeah, I don't think I could spend any longer on this build. Oh, I've been doing this build for so darn long. I also really like this idea, so I'd like to try and incorporate this into like some sort of build. I think we just need a rerun. This was a practice run, guys. We'll do it again. We'll do it better. Maybe not in the peaceful meadow. Maybe we could try to do it on like the plaza floating island. I think that might be like a way better idea. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry that I complained most of this video. And I'm going to try and do this build and we'll do it better next time. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.